have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy every minute of your stay here. And while you relax and stretch, visit our concession where you'll find something to please you.
Kids, let's all sing the Keds song. If you want shoes with lots of pep, get Keds, kids, Keds.
Now, here he is, the one, the only.
Secretariat. Yes, I'll have Secretariat in the third. Yes, to win. Place. Oh, whoops. Sorry. We're live. I'm just joking. Secretariat's dead. That's an old. That was an old horse. Now it's a part of the glue factory. Secretariat. Famous horse. How are you guys? It's 6 o'clock here on the west coast of Los Angeles, California. It's a Wednesday. I just left my other job, computer work. It's my computer. I have a computer business. Jumped into the studio because I want you guys to see this cool promo event show that we're going to be doing for these cool cats. I'm finishing packing for Clowns versus Zombies. That will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, it's actually just one day, but I get to go away from the wife and the kids and the bills and the bam. So it's going to be fantastic. My cousin, who is 10 years old, is going to be coming with his mom, and he's really into paintball. And this is going to be the first time that he's going to be doing a big game, traveling out of the state. It's amazing. They're going to do a mother-daughter, mother-son kind of thing. Hey, Adam Lang. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Hope you're doing good, brother. Keegan, how you doing? And so we're going to show them what it's like to Devin. How you doing, man? We're going to show them what the big game is like. This is going to be fantastic, and this is the greatest place to show them. At Paintball Explosion, it's been fantastic. Ryan Greenspan and the Dynasty guys are coming out. We got a bunch of other people coming out too. So for a kid that's 10 years old who's super into paintball and just bought all his HK Army stuff, and now he's going to be like thrown into this thing, it's going to be amazing. So we're going to do some live video this weekend and show you guys what's going on. Okay, so Clayton hit me up and he said, "Hey, can you do me a favor and can I tag you in this? Can I help you promote it?" And it's always the same thing. You guys know always what I say. It's always the same thing. No, let's do a show. Come on. People, I guess, are like maybe a little bit hesitant to say, "Hey, can I do so?" The platform is for you guys. If you guys want to do a show, whatever it is, you want to talk about your potato plants or what, I don't give a fuck. This platform is for you guys, as long as it's about paintball or, paintball, the community thing. But I'm here for you guys. So you got an idea about an event, something you want to promote, anything, let me know. The show is for you. We'll get you on. We'll promote it. Make you big. We'll make you a celebrity, a star. Ryan Harris, what's going on, man? So anyway, I think the farthest I've gotten as far as like the closest to these guys would be Maine, or what did we do? Maine or wherever Super Game was, Delaware, Maine, that kind of thing. I think that's the closest I got to these guys as far as playing on the East Coast. So I'm interested to learn about what these guys are doing with their MagFed and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's gonna be really cool. I really want you to pay attention to what these guys are doing. Anytime someone's stepping up to the plate and doing stuff for you guys and creating events and whatever else, I'm in. And I want you guys to be in too. All right. So, we didn't pay for with the whole screen?
No, we only get 50% this time. It's unfortunate, but hey, we can share.
Right. I'll PayPal you and we'll figure that out. Okay, first off, introduce yourself.
Hey, how we doing, guys? I'm Clayton Malcolm. I'm the founder of New England MagFed and the creator of Faction War.
Nice.
I'm Jeff Cram.
You're Santa Claus?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jeff Cram. I'm guess the lead minion.
I like it. I like Santa Claus. I like Christmas. All right, who are you?
Right. I've been with him for a few years now.
Yeah.
To help designing, promoting.
Wait. Do you have a name?
Oh, Jeff Cram.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yep.
I've been with. That's okay. Don't worry about it because I want everybody to know this. I want everybody to Google you and Facebook you. I want to try to get the word out there about this. All right. Yeah, it was Super Game Maryland. So I was in that was September, I think, maybe August, September. I forgot what it was. And it was Maryland, which is by you guys. Is that close to you guys?
It's closer. It's closer than where you are right now. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was super hot and it was super humid and it was like people were just passing out, right? Okay.
Oh,
is this what you guys got to contend with when you I mean, this is what the weather's like over there?
The weather kind of makes its own decisions in New England. And we just kind of abide by it as it goes. It's part of us. It's been part of what we've dealt with. We have inclement conditions. We're lucky though. We're blessed. We have 4 beautiful seasons and we're coming up on fall. And I think everybody here in New England knows that fall is it's prime time for paintball. It's awesome.
Wow. I am jealous. The only time that we know that it's a holiday around here is when you go shopping. Hey, there's a pumpkin. Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, they're omnipresent here, man. They're omnipresent. Absolutely.
Dude, when I've traveled all over the world playing, I'm always ending up at like a super amazing location, but it's always the weather is great except for Maryland. And so it always has this really good impression. So yeah, if I ever went to your location, it would be like, I guess, October, November, something where I can see the leaves changing and right. And yeah, I don't have to change my clothes every 5 minutes. And exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's true. There's really no bad time to come visit, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, no, there's well, I will say that one month of January to March, that could be a little harsh for some people if you're not used to snow and a little.
What do they call
really
it?
Colder temperatures.
Nor'eastern or what's that? Where's the word? Don't you guys have like some name for that weather that comes in? What's it called?
Yep.
Yeah, nor'easter.
A nor'easter. Yep.
Yeah.
Blizzard.
Right. All right. And then what's the it starts with a fuck. No, that's not Nantucket. There's something else that sounds like fuck something. I forgot what it is.
That's how people say hi to each other in Boston. Oh no, yeah.
Probably. I'll have to Norfolk. Is that it? Norfolk or something? Yeah. Is that in?
I think that's in Virginia though.
Oh, whatever. Okay, I don't know. Everything past Nevada is the same thing for me. All right.
We'll keep that in mind.
Okay, cool. All right, but I don't recognize any. Again, from California, I don't reckon any accent. I mean, excuse me. You know the ka ba sta ma. That's not you guys, right? That's Boston.
Well, I grew up just outside of Boston.
Yeah, likewise, I did too. It doesn't really. I don't know if
it's like after some adult beverages, you guys start talking like that. Is that what it?
No, I would say that you don't really need the adult beverages to help have chime in. That might again lubricate the process, so you are a little bit more apt to have that come out. But 90% of the time, it's I would say we both grew up right outside of that area.
Right.
Oddly enough, where we're about to go back to expanding to is where my hometown is in Pittsburgh. So. That might be why you don't hear.
Explains it. You see his hometown in Pittsburgh.
That's
you
right.
don't have that. What is that? The Departed accent. You know when you watch Departed. and the Mark, yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's what I'm always thinking.
pretty much
about.
the entire movie.
Exactly, right? Exactly. You don't have that one. All right. So now I've been MagFed, I guess. I mean, I'm OG basically since 2008. Now, what to me MagFed was, I had pistols with magazines, so that's MagFed, right? And then MagFed down here in Los Angeles kind of grew to the ODSC and Kusha and that kind of and I was kind of always on the outside because I really wasn't like, I'm not a team guy, but then it kind of like branched off into its own thing where like they said, well, this is MagFed and that's pistols. Okay. Every time I see the word MagFed someplace, that's what I'm always thinking is that like, there's this, I used to call it MagFed Island, right? It was like, you can't have an upside down hopper and you can only do this. And are you doing that with your Faction Wars where it's kind of just like, it's got to be specifically this 10 round, or is it just anybody that has a magazine can play in this thing?
To be perfectly honest, we came from hosting MagFed only games since 2013, and we've had a number of changes over the years in not only how we've hosted games, but how we approach games and why we make changes in the first place. There's usually a method to the madness. And in this case, to answer your question most specifically, our Faction War series is a 12-month limited ammo open class. It is, yes, absolutely. We're making a number of modifications and adjustments that are still based off of our foundations in MagFed. For instance, our games are shape projectile friendly. So if you want to go out there and shoot those, absolutely, that's 100%. Okay. Yeah. We do have a focus in Faction War on obtaining newer players into the sport as always, but our focus again is also on veteran players. So anybody that's played any of our previous MagFed games will notice those changes in Faction War. Nice. So I hope that answers that question. If you have to have something specific, you don't.
That's pretty specific what you just said. Okay, limited paint. What's limited paint mean?
Limited paint means that players aren't coming out with a full rack on their back, no 2,000 rounds plus. Or we usually have game modes that are tailored for a player to bring out a hopper. We allow new players to bring out whatever.
Odds,
bring out whatever, because we understand that like walk-on players or newer players that are playing part of Faction War are probably going to be shooting a lot at everything. And so we want to challenge veteran players just a little bit. It's not going to tax people too much to play in the modes that we have. You're not going to feel like you're not going to be able to not unleash, for lack of a better term, in those games. So
I got it. Now I can put the first strike rounds in my hopper, right? Is that how do you?
You could try. I don't recommend it. Yes, we've had people try. That's right. We definitely have.
Just in case there's first time listeners, I just wanted to make sure that you don't do that, guys.
Don't do that. Don't try.
All right. So one of the things that I got into when I got into MagFed, or I was into it, but basically what I saw was that it's the playing style. So basically, pump guys play a certain way, speedball guys play a certain way, and MagFed guys, they played a certain way too. There was like, how do I say this? They were basically using limited ammo until the Die Dam came out and the upside down hopper. So it was basically limited ammo. And for me, it was always mono on mono. So it was like kind of, we all were in there with the same kind of, setup basically. And nobody was trying to outdo each other with firepower. It was just kind of like, okay. So to me, that had always carried over to MagFed, where not so much people are being MagFed elitist by saying, no, you need to do this. It was more of just the style of play. And what you're doing though is you're mixing up these things. Are you going to be like eliminating some people, and then some people are going to say, well, fuck that, I don't want to do this game or this. Are you trying to like, what's your focus here?
The focus of Faction War is basically to be all encompassing. There's really no barrier to entry, as paintball should be. I mean, it's just, as you and I both know, that's just how this works, and that's how it should work, in my opinion. And I personally love what MagFed has done. it's offered us another iteration to play, just like all the iterations that exist in paintball. There's a place for everything.
Correct. Got it.
And yeah, and so like I don't know what gripes people would have with others, at least creating a space in the sport or a niche such as this. And we both, I think Jeff and I can both agree that as we've progressed over the years, we understand that, it should be for everyone. There should be no, again, kind of like barrier to entry for
I like
any.
it. No.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Well, one of the reasons I'm asking this is that so we did an event in February in Florida. Desi, I don't know if you know Desi, but it was he was doing a MagFed only event. It was fantastic. And some other factions in the MagFed community, they didn't like Desi, or they didn't what he was doing, whatever else. And so they like, no, we're not going to do this kind of, and it kind of hurt everybody because the park owner said, well, if we can't get the numbers, we're not going to do this again. And if maybe we had the numbers that came from the East Coast, we could have done it again. Right. And then also it was kind of like, well, Desi even gave them the keys and said, here, however you want to do this, let's do this. Right. And they were still kind of, well, it's not this. Okay. And it was like, enough of this, right? Enough. I love MagFed. I love all paintball. I think everybody should come out and play. There shouldn't be like the MagFed Island or this elitist kind of thing. There should just be this kind of like, if someone like you or me or whatever is going to throw an event for MagFed, you get the MagFed players in on it and say, what can we do to make this a great event for you, right? What do you need, right? Because usually the open class players are usually kind of like, I just want to shoot faces, right? I just want to shoot people.
Yeah.
Sometimes the MagFeds are like more, that's why I'm asking you about yours. Do you think you're going to draw MagFed guys, or they're going to say, this is not really,
100%, and I'll tell you why. MagFed, in my personal opinion, is in a little bit of a lull, and the reason is because of the community at large, and that's because of a myriad of opinions on what should and shouldn't be. And what we've done is offered a platform for MagFed. So if you play MagFed, it gives you visibility. It might not be your cup of tea, and we want you to go to MagFed only games because those are great too. Right. That offers a small or maybe even like a more niche or intimate experience, so to speak, with people that are into the same thing as you. You should do that too. You should do everything.
Right.
We're not saying that you shouldn't,
right,
but in this iteration, we allow MagFed a greater form of visibility, and especially in our region. We're New England MagFed, and so for the past close to 10 years now, we've hosted MagFed only games in this region. We've just hosted MagFed only games and love to every time. But moving into this realm means that now we can adopt newer players, meet new friends, and try to create for lack of a better term, a hybrid. That's something new, and offer them again like another spot for this, which I think is pretty cool.
I think it's fantastic. Okay, so
it's pretty sweet.
With your 10 years of doing this, you must have built a reputation of like a MagFed operator or a MagFed something. That's going to be pretty good though, right? Because if that's the situation where you've done it for 10 years, you have a big database to turn to and say, hey guys, I'm doing this. Are you guys in? Have you felt that from the response that they're like, hey, we're backing you, whatever you're doing?
I'm going to just say this straight up. For those 10 years that we've been operating, the MagFed community has been nothing but supportive because, to be perfectly honest, we've kind of kept our head down and don't really worry about the politics. Never have. Don't really care to. We never will. We don't feed into it. We don't make posts on all of the forums. We don't have to be heard all the time. We let our events speak for themselves. And if you want to show up and check out what we're doing, cool. But we're never going to, talk ill of someone's other events or like mix ourselves in with this stuff. There's so much of that in our world as it is in paintball. It's why faction war honestly exists. If you take a minute to look at what this does, it offers a retention model for field owners, for players to congregate every 2 weeks. It offers industry disruption. It puts some or most of the power back in the players' hands, and it gives veteran players an opportunity to mentor and coach younger, newer players, not even younger, all players that are interested in doing what we're doing. So if they decide they want to branch out, play MagFed, go play tournament ball, stock class, pump, mech, pick it. They can go do it. And this is a way for them to have remove any kind of barrier to entry, harken back to the OG ways of playing the sport, and that's it. Like,
Hallelujah.
yeah.
Can I get a witness? Hey, are you his witness? Can I get a witness? Can I get
Amen.
Why do you like? That's why he's been here so long, man. The right
There you
hand,
go.
dude.
There you go. We need
We
more of
wouldn't have
this.
gotten this far if it wasn't
Dude,
for
I'm
him.
telling you, we need more of this. We need more of this. All right, cool. Okay, listen. I only got past like high school math. If I don't know anything about fractions, are we cool or? I'm just
100%, dude. Yeah.
All right,
There's-
it says
there's
fraction
no-
more. I don't know. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let me make this full screen so everybody can see this. Hold on one second. Let me just do this.
Absolutely.
Let me get out of the way. Okay. What are we looking at here?
We are looking at two different things. Jeff, actually, you want to take it
Sure,
away here for a
sure.
little? I've been spitting it a little bit.
So the left side is our dates for our training events, which is generally the first event of the month, which we usually will go over our game modes, what we're going to be playing on the competitive days. We play twice a month. Generally, it's every other week, generally first and third Sunday, unless an extra fifth week shows up and messes the schedule up. On our training days, points are not acquired, but on our competition day, points are acquired. Training we don't stick really tight to the limited ammo. If you're comfortable bringing more out, you can. But when we get on those competition days, we try to stick pretty close to that hopper, or if it's a longer game, a hopper and a pod, or whatnot. But not bringing out a full rack.
I like it. I like it. Okay. Let me just get this back down here and there. Okay, cool. All right. So we talked about the general. Let's talk about the specific. What are we doing in this event? What is this training? What is competition? Is there like the NXL, like there's a field layout or something that I'm
All right.
training on?
So check this out. You're going to like this because in the beginning of your show, you said we reached out and we were like, hey, can you help us promote this event? Well, it's more important for me to actually have you come and play this series of events because that's exactly what we're talking about here. We're talking about an entire series of events. We're talking about, for us, 12 months of training and competition. We, as Jeff said perfectly before, we have training days of which we tell players or showcase each one of our game modes. We have 13 independent game modes that are vary by tier, 1 through 4, in terms of their length and how many objectives they have, and usually what players can anticipate for, like, overall how many players would be in a game. That being said, this series of games is like Jeff said as well, it takes place every 2 weeks, and then players are compounding the points that they score in each one of the competitive days over the course of 12 months. So these points are banked, and then at the end of the year, we have a big game called Operation Defiance, where players use all of those accrued points that they banked in a big game for hiring mercenaries, getting on-field perks, and different type of battlefield advantages and accoutrement. So it's a tournament, for lack of a better term,
That's what it
over
sounds like,
multiple
yeah.
seasons. Yeah.
Okay. So one field that we're playing at, or are you playing at multiple? What are you doing?
Well, we just expanded, actually. So we've successfully been running Faction War at AG Paintball in Ware, New Hampshire. We've had a phenomenal experience there. Some of our field commanders, some of our players are actually down there chilling in the chat. We see you guys down there. We didn't get to answer many questions last night. Hopefully later on we will with you guys. But we play currently at AG. We've been playing there for a year and a half. We'll be going to Steeltown Paintball in November, the first week in November, and that will be a satellite field for us. We do plan on expanding to a number of other fields. Right now, we're taking it slow. We want to make sure that we do everything right by this process and make sure that we really iron out everything before we move forward and try to say that we have something definitive to help not only the players, but the field owners, communities, everything. So I hope that answers your question as to where we are.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay. So do you have like a how do I say this? A program? Like you could say, okay, here's our PDF. I'm going to send it to the field. This is the criteria that we follow. And now you can actually run our program. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, actually, we do. We have a 10-page or plus docket for a field owner that highlights everything: cost, benefits, retention model itself, our projections for the future, who we've partnered with outside of the world of paintball to make sure that we have assets in place for the future, etc. So it's it's more than just an event, and it's more than just a series of events. It's a long haul for people in the world of paintball, as we want to call it, because it's a foundation.
It's a way of life.
Yeah, it is. True. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
This preserves that way of life.
I know nothing of this. You guys are filling in the blanks for me and the rest of the people. I'm a field owner, and I'm saying, this seems pretty cool. I'm going to contact you, right? You're going to send me this 10-page thing, and you're saying I can make money from this?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, that's kind of our goal, is one of the goals, I should say. It creates a retention model for fields and field owners. We have players congregating every 2 weeks, and I don't know of any other model that really has people coming back to your field every 2 weeks. And if applied properly in a conjunction with cross promotions, that means ref staff usually helping out with walk-on parties, private parties, everybody else that's at the field, and letting them know that we congregate every 2 weeks. This isn't just a one-time event. This isn't that birthday party. This isn't a corporate function. This is something that you can look forward to long-term. And so this allows a field owner to crush those last year's numbers a little bit.
Okay. You had me at hello. All right. All right. So here's the other thing. I've been in the business, the world, since 2008, 14 something years, right?
You've been in it for a while, man.
What's that?
You've been in for a while, man. You've been in for many months.
Just happens. Okay, here's the deal. I've seen a lot of, how do I say this? I don't want to say this type of thing, but I've seen tournament series that were not, you know how our world is split up. We have the speedball world, and we have this world, right? Okay, so we're talking about this world. And in this world, I've seen things happen. I think it was SPPL was like the first one to do something. And they're always trying to do like some kind of series, right? And the series is always trying to get the parks involved, and maybe GI Sports involved, or somebody involved, and the whole thing kind of, okay, I got it. Have you looked at the history of other ones that have done this thing to see where they failed, or do you just said, I don't care about anything else, I'm just doing this thing?
I'm going to keep answering.
Go for it.
Because I have. Yeah, honestly, I have. I've looked in at a number of not only the failures, but the successes of some of the previous tournament structures, including those that are in the world of speedball and tournament play. You have to see what's worked, because you don't, first of all, want to reinvent something that has, but you do need to try to assess and find certain problems or deficiencies within those systems. And I think that we haven't really moved away from a traditional model of paintball in the way that we've approached scenarios, the way that we've approached the business of paintball as a whole. And standardizing something across multiple fields is something that I don't think has been attempted before, at least in this format. In fact, last night I posed the question to Tom, the field owner of Steeltown Paintball. I asked him, why does he even need us? Why wouldn't he just do this himself? Why wouldn't he just take the middleman out? Who needs New England MagFed? You could emulate all the games. You've already seen our PDF. Why wouldn't you just do it yourself, right? And he answered eloquently. He was like, yeah, I could do all the game modes myself, but without this network, without the way that you've devised this union of fields and players together, he's like, I've been playing forever, man. I've never seen anything like this. This is wholly unique. He's like, I've been doing it for a while, and to have him say that was pretty cool. But
that's a great statement to hear, right?
It is, man. Yeah, it's that enthusiasm is carried through. Again, it definitely helps.
Again, listen, I'm sorry if I'm asking the tough questions, but
no, man, please, that's what we're here for. Ask away.
I just, I've seen a lot of stuff go on, and there's always, Sometimes people they're doing it from their heart, and sometimes people are like, wait, I could be a celebrity in this little group. I get, and then they're like, they're, you know what I'm saying? And then when they've invested so much time and effort into all their fake likes and all this kind of stuff, and they realize that they're just spinning in mud, and then they get pissed off, and then they turn on everybody. Fuck you, like this. Like, well, maybe if you had it in your heart in the first place, right? The right people will follow you, and you'll create a community. And I think that's what you guys did. Is that, like you said, for the past 10 years. And so when you're doing something, people recognize that you're doing it because you want to do it, and not because you're like, you know, I couldn't make it in the real world, so I'm going to become a celebrity here, or whatever the situation is, right? Okay, that's fantastic, and that's what I want people to understand, that maybe a lot of these other events, just maybe that fizzled out or something. You know, maybe they had dollar signs in their eyes, or maybe they, you know, like there might have been a little kernel of like, you know, this will be great. But I think on the big picture, if you don't have that grit or that like stick to itness and that kind of like, you know, and you've already have a track record of 10 years, you know what I'm saying? For those people that are like flash in the pans, basically, yeah. I just can't. And I've been told that too. You can watch the arc. These people come in, and there's just like all these events come in, and there's these arcs, and like what? Well, it doesn't sound. And you got the qualification from the Steel Town. It doesn't sound like you're going to be. It sounds like you're a steak and not a marshmallow in the rain. You're like you've got your path going on, and it's a fantastic path.
I appreciate that, my friend. I do. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, it looks like you've got your head in the right place.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I hope so. It's been a long journey. It really has, and it's not just us. It's the people that have supported us and brought us through. Like, as anybody would sit up here probably and say the same exact thing. We all know that paintball is filled with ridiculously good-hearted people, and those are the ones that push us forward, and that's why things like this exist. I know that you know, even most of the people that are probably watching the show tonight are veteran players, and they've been there. They've been to countless scenario games. They've traveled, or you know, they've been watching your show forever, and I think that with a little bit more of an understanding of what Faction War does, they're going to see that like reciprocates not only like their tenure of playing, but those good vibes, and we want that to be a part of what we're doing too. So yeah, nice. That's those 10 years. That's for everybody else that's pitched in and put us here and got us to this spot.
Unbelievable. What's your name again? Clayton. Well, not Clayton. What's your friend's name?
Oh, Jeff.
So next show you're going to get a speaking part. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got to answer. Actually, I was going to say he has to answer from here on out. I'm just going to drink coffee. I'm sitting in the back.
Joking. I'm just joking. You guys, let's see what's going out there with the audience.
I'm just here for my looks.
No worries, it's working. Gio, how you doing, brother man? Great to see you. What else do we got? Adam Lang, always be safe, brother man. Keegan, how you doing, man? Devin, you're a cool cat. Ryan Harris from North Carolina. I love you, baby. He's the only. You know what he did? So I always tell everybody that I wear my kilt traditionally, if you know what I mean. And he walked up to me in the parking lot and lifted up the trunk.
Oh,
yeah. I don't mind. I don't care. I got nothing to hide.
It's paintball, man. It's paintball.
He was, exactly. All the stuff that we do would not work in HR department in Fortune 500. But
that's why none of us have one. I got married. The big guys. You can have one. That's cool. We'll just we got different jobs, man. Different roles.
Different roles. It is. Nice. I became a MagFed player because of participation in Faction War. Dude, look at this, huh?
Yep.
That's another amen for you, brother man. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. That's actually that's Steve Umstead. That's our field commander for Red Team. Each one of the factions has their own 2 field commanders that are designated at the beginning of the year, and they're there to not only help their faction win, but coach and mentor and help those players that are part of those walk-on groups come and join us. And yeah, Steve's been a huge help. Actually, all the field commanders have been a huge help. They've been awesome.
Nice. Now this part's about me, so hold on a second, okay?
Please. Yeah, 100%.
I fucking love you. I love you too, Jason. You're a cool cat, man. You're amazing. And if you aren't doing it for the love of the game and the community,
Word.
I think it's go. Is that go fuck yourself? Is that what it
Yep.
is? Or-
Yeah,
I like it.
I think that's, I can't see, but yeah.
I think that means all right. Lee Williams, you were on his show last night.
Yep.
Yeah. What up,
Yeah.
Lee?
How you doing, Lee?
What up, man? What up?
He
What
got
up?
the name. He got the name Cartoon Man from me. I gave him that.
Yeah, really? Okay. I was wondering why that was up there. Last
Well, it
night.
was because he was telling me that he looked up to me and he thought he was really like, I really love what you do, and you remind me of there's this other thing that I really love that you remind me of, and there's some kind of like Pokemon shit. Like, what the fuck? I mean, you couldn't say like Harrison Ford or Brad Pitt. You know? He said, "What are you, fucking Cartoon Man?" And that was it. And it stuck anyway. So I don't know. Anyway, he's great. Clay and Jeff. What do we have? Steve Squad.
Steve Squad.
Knight.
Steve Card. Yeah, Steve Squad.
Yeah, Jason, get the fuck out. Oh, get the fuck out. That's what it
Oh,
means.
okay. Word.
Get the fuck out. All right, cool. All right. So, okay, let's get back to this part that I like, the mentoring. What does this mean? What are you talking about? What are you mentoring?
You take it away. Man.
Okay,
Hit
so-
it.
Yeah.
Jeff.
So,
Yeah,
like you
finally.
mentioned earlier, you've got speedball players, you've got pump players, you've got all your mixed classes. Now, if you can now bring those into the new players and teach them the best of each of those iterations. So we've got our MagFed players showing players how to do a long shot, or just bring up the newer players. The rentals that aren't so, they see us in our full MagFed gear, they're a little nervous. They reach out, they walk over, we'll bring our gear over and explain what we're about, that we're not the big scary guys in the back.
Nice.
So, we just do what we can to bring those walk-ons, those rentals, the newer players, whether it be kids or adults that have never played before.
Okay, but what I mean, do you have like people volunteering to be mentors, or where do you get these mentors from?
Our community. Just be a good person.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying
Pretty
okay,
much. I'd say our
you're saying
field
it's
commander.
organic. You're saying it's organic, that you're not saying we have a group of mentors and here's first timers, we'll send these guys out with you. You're saying that the people who are just playing your thing organically just help people?
Oh, yes.
Well, that too. But we also use our field commanders as a role
Okay.
specific.
Yes.
Okay.
So they are there kind of to guide the others and have at least a little bit of solidity. They're the ones that have specific roles within faction war as well, to help kind of balance your team and make sure that, again, like Jeff said, all the iterations are there. But yeah, to be perfectly clear, we do have people that just come into the game and mentor and help. We have a lot of the tournament players, a lot of the speedball players from AG come into the woods and help all the new players learn how to communicate and snap shoot, or take bunkers or rush, hit the slapstick, if they're feeling a little feisty. So yeah, Jeff's right. There is that fair balance out there.
Dude. Okay. So last night, was it last night or the night before, we did a show with about Craig. Greg, you are just an amazing cat. If you guys don't know, you made me cry, this guy. Anyway, so I don't know if you know what he's boxing it out with. I hate to use the word fighting, but he's boxing it out with the cancer thing. And
Yeah, I actually watched that episode that night.
and he's watching right now. So I just want to give you a big shout out, my brother. And
Yeah,
also, you
absolutely.
guys
Again, Craig.
go check out all their pages that they're doing for the raffle too. That's just amazing. They're raising lots of money for him. That's great. And we're going to see him in actually, what you guys didn't see off the air when we went to the green room is that Eric asked if he's going to Fulda, and he said, well, I am, but I haven't registered yet. Eric said, don't worry about it. I got you covered. He's free entrance for him and his brother. And then also they're going to put him in a tank so he can ride around in the tank. So, right.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
So he's a great guy. So great to see you, brother.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great.
We want them to come back again, right? And Jeff has a great line to use when he approaches players in the magazine. I definitely use it. What is your great line?
I don't know.
Did you tell them about how much we have in a mag?
Oh,
versus-
yes. I explained to them, I've got 20 rounds versus your 200.
Wow.
So I walk out with 7 rounds, 7 damn mags. and that'll last me 2 games generally.
Okay. Yeah,
So I explained to them that on a 1-on-1, yeah, they're going to outgun me. So
Which
gotta
I
put-
always tell the people the same thing when they see me with only my 2 pistols.
Mhm.
I said that for me, the tool is up here,
Mhm.
and what happens is it's actually a handicap. This is my world, you guys. It's a
Mhm.
handicap for speedball players because they have either this or Pinocchio or a max loader, and that's their tool. And
Mhm.
so their tool is like blah. And when you have limited ammo like us, we have to think of a chess game. You know what I'm saying? We have to figure out, not play nonlinear and that kind of stuff. And yeah, when people start to realize that this is a liability actually to have something you can't see over, and you're just like, blah.
You got to play a longer game.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, what is it? All mag players say that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So listen, you're starting in January of next year. Is that what I heard? Or we are already started this?
We already started this season, and we're going to continue indefinitely.
Yeah.
So basically, what will happen is, since we haven't really plotted a set date for Operation Defiance, and that was by design, because we wanted to expand first. We wanted to test the feasibility, I should say, of having a regional format first before we move into something else, and especially the realm of a bigger game. So so basically we're going to continue into next year. We'll restart the next season. Pretty much the schedule that you see in your beautiful backdrop behind you it'll emulate something similar next year. It'll be, again, like Jeff said earlier, it'll be like the 1st and 3rd of every month, but hopefully we'll have that at multiple locations. Yeah, that's
so. Now,
that's what we're hoping
is there
for.
going to be winners for every, like January winners, February? Is there going to be like, when they, or is it just an accumulation of, like you said, that big game and there's the points? So are you going to do like a tally board or something where it says like this guy won for January and this guy won for February? And
Actually, like you said, there will be a tally of points. They're going to be banked. So teams don't necessarily lose. You have to see how many points you can gain in each game mode. And it should be kind of specified, I think, a little bit, that once we get into the realm of team jerseys, your jersey is going to be your ticket into games regionally. So if you're on red team, say at AG Paintball, I'm going to use the 2 fields that we're aligned with right now. If you're a red team in AG Paintball and you travel to Steeltown, you bring your red jersey with you, all the points that you accrue in Steeltown go to red team anyway. Okay. So you're accruing points for your team for the end of the year, no matter where you go. Say you travel somewhere else, you're on vacation, visiting family, or a business trip takes you somewhere. Oh, say you're traveling yourself and you're in the area, you check out, you're like, hey, where's Faction War? You can take your jersey, go play. All your points go to that team till the end of the year. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's a sweet idea. That's
pretty
fantastic.
Sweet. Yeah,
that's amazing. Okay, how are you getting the word out besides the shows, and how do people in California, or are you going international, or how are you getting the word out about this thing?
That's actually a great question. And yes, we do plan on, I would love a global kind of conglomerate for Faction War. I think that's awesome. I think players all over the world deserve something like this. And not only field owners, but communities. I think it's, again, like a long-term process. And we would love to have people involved all over the world. Right now, like I said, it's definitely a slow burn process for us. Instead of trying to expand to as many fields as possible, it's best to make sure that the process works, that the platform works, that we've ironed out a regional platform, that, again, we have the PDF, the 10 pages, that's cool. But if the fundamentals of paintball that we have right now don't work, then it's not going to work anywhere else. But our goal is to expand. Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So Josh, I'm guessing that we all say the same thing. I'm like, blah, where I'm out of words.
Hey,
anyway,
just work, man.
Yeah, exactly. We all say the same thing. Yeah, when we're limited ammo, we're always saying the same thing, or we're just magazines that we have to use our brains. And you guys, okay, yes, I'm sure that you speedball guys, or you, I don't even say speedball guys, you guys with the the hopper guys. Yeah, I'm sure you guys use your brains too. Whatever. I'm just telling you how my brain works. So I don't mean to put you down, Josh. I love you. Don't get mad, okay? My PayPal is not open. No, I'm just joking. You can. I was just gonna PayPal. You can PayPal me, and never mind. Anyway, so are you so far only on the East Coast because Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
That's East Coast, right?
That's East Coast. Yeah.
So we only have 2 locations.
Yep. So far, yes, absolutely. We're talking with a couple others, but for right now, 2. Yep.
Okay. Now, what about sponsorship? What are we doing for that?
That's yeah, about sponsorship. Well, sponsorship is definitely, it's on the table, man. We're gonna move forward. We have stages of development, and sponsorship is definitely there. As well as talking with like anybody in our realm. We've been at it for about 10 years now, so we've talked with most of the people that are already aligned in our industry.
Right.
It's really about seeing who's the best fit and who wants to kind of follow with what we're doing. We don't reach out. We don't do the exclusivity thing. I can just say straight up, we're transparent with our business. And that's kind of what sets us apart a little bit too, because we treat that exactly like this. This is not just this isn't a fleeting fancy. This isn't a one-time scenario. This is definitely something that we've invested in. So we want to make sure that we do it right.
Okay. I like it. Are these events field paint only?
For the right now, yes, they are field paint only. We definitely work with players that procure whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really have again like an exclusivity. Fields obviously are bound to their own contracts with other distributors and stuff. We don't get in their way of their paint sales and things like that. We're not. That's not what we're into. We don't want to mess up the system that they currently have going with anybody that just doesn't. They all have their own model, so. When it comes to procuring paint or anything else, though, that's related for our player base, we will make sure that they have it. So if they need something at our event that they like in particular, we will try to accommodate and get them what they need. Okay,
so I know that I'm down here in California. A lot of people like Valken. They like what's that mag? Or they all the MagFit players use this. What's it called? Not Evil. What's the Valken paint?
No, not Evil. Graffiti.
Graffiti. That's the word.
Graffiti. Yep.
Graffiti. Listen, whatever event I go to, I just use their paint. It doesn't matter. But I know that some MagFit guys are super like to the graffiti and stuff. And, and if you're saying that they can use shape projectiles, first strike rounds, that's normally, hopefully the field has that type of thing. So, that's the kind of thing that I would think about if a MagFit or MagFit people, whatever, they went to an event and they'd say, I like graffiti and I like first strike rounds. That's what I use, right? Okay. And the park says, well, I only have HK or I only have this paint, and we all know that paint can actually make or break a game. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
So, and I just don't want people like complaining. And I don't know if it's already happened yet, but then they go, it's I can only use this paint. That's why my score was low. Or have you heard that kind of craziness?
We don't really run into that much. We do carry graffiti for players just because most of our players were MagFed players or are MagFed players to some degree. So we carry that, and we carry first strike as well, just in case those players need those products. But no, we don't really hear anything about that. That type of imbalance with paint. And again, I think that's something we'll have to kind of discuss with field owners as we go and see what they're using. But so far, like everyone we've talked to we're all on the same page with what we use. So that's cool. Fantastic. It's been good. It's been a blessing. It's good.
It's been a blessing. And I like the fact though that too is that that's one less responsibility that you have. You know what I'm saying? You're like saying, let the field owners deal with that kind of stuff. And I think also the players will understand that too. It's like, it's the field owner's choice. That's the paint that they bought. This is, it's you can only babysit so much. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And they all have their own business model, man. They all have their own needs and utilities and things that they have to worry about, different overheads and margins and things. And like, you don't want to get in the way of somebody's operations. You just want to augment their growth. And I think
100%.
that's what we want to do.
100%, dude. Actually playing Fraction Wars, playing MagFed has maybe a better Hopper Fed player at the same time. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
nice,
that's nice. All right, Steve. All right, cool. Hey, What time does a train come by? What is that thing on your left-hand side over there, Jeff? What is that thing? What is it?
Oh, that's my fireplace.
What the hell is this? Like Petticoat Junction? What the fuck
It's
is
a
that?
pellet stove.
No,
It's a
propane.
what?
Oh, is it propane?
Propane stove.
It's a propane stove.
That's
Sorry.
propane?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a pellet stove.
Oh, so wait. Oh, so it's propane and it's a fire stove, but you're not using wood.
No, it's a fake fire.
Oh, are you actually putting wood in there or not?
No.
No, just a propane fire like a barbecue.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, that's close. That is
Yeah.
close.
Okay,
You know,
that's
it gets
pretty
cold
cool.
up here.
Do you own a banjo too?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'm just joking.
Actually,
Actually,
waiting for him to be like, well, yeah,
well,
actually,
yeah.
I do. Hold on. Let me just grab that
That's
real
cool.
quick.
All right, that's cool. Okay, where do we find you guys?
www.nemagfed or newenglandmagfed.com. You can find us on Facebook. Where else? Anywhere else? Am I forgetting?
No.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me see if I can bring this up. Hang on a second. Let me just go to share this and that, and let me go over to this thing and Chrome and Steam. This one. Let me see if I can share this. All right. So if I type in newenglandmagfed.com, I'm going to come up with this,
Mhm.
and I can register for here, or what can I do at the site?
Well, we don't register at our games, which is pretty cool. There's no pre-registration whatsoever. You basically just show up.
Just show up. Yep.
Yeah. We
Okay.
kind of live by this mentality of just show up. So players right now, if you have a season pass or if you're going to be attending events, usually we have players join us rather as part of their season pass, or if they're attending our Steeltown event, it'll be $10 per day just to jumpstart our day at Steeltown. And then after that, we're going to probably move towards working with field owners to make the lowest cost possible for players to come in and take part of this. But for right now, our whole mentality of our games, our whole ethos for games, I should say, is just show up.
Just show. Okay. How much
Yeah.
is it? Is there a package you can buy or what?
No package. Legitimately, Faction War is built into the cost of the field. So when you show up to our field at AG, you'll pay the AG admission rate and you'll take part in Faction War. That's it. If you
What
feel.
the fuck?
Yep, and so check this out. It gets even better. Our goal in Faction War is to press for season passes for field. So we want our
Nice.
players to buy AG's pass
Nice.
because then they get the benefit not only of Faction War, but all
Yeah.
the awesome events at AG. They get all of the scenario games. They get walk-on play. They get buy-ops. They get league nights. They get access to the snack shot, which if you're hungry at all, eat there. Jeff, how's the food at Snack Shot?
Awesome.
Ridiculous. So like,
is
yeah,
there any food after Jeff eats there? I'm joking.
A little bit.
unless I get to it first,
Yeah.
man. I know I'm a
Never
skinny
mind.
dude, but I
All
eat
right.
like a tank. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Straight up.
Rule set: competitive game modes, open class, limited ammunition engagement, first strike round, friendly, no pods, on field reload, one box mag under 350 per player. Regulation shield permitted. I hate shields. Launcher.
I'm gonna love Jeff.
Launcher permitted with approval. No capacity magazine capacity. Wait, no capacity magazine capacity. What?
Yeah, that was a redundancy. Basically, you can
Okay,
carry
so-
as many mags on your person as you want. If you play MagFed, we don't limit you to your mag, like traditional MagFed. There's no one's gonna, unless you're playing a very specific game where they have an ammo cap or a mag cap or something like that. That doesn't exist here. You can carry as many
Okay.
mags on your person as you want, and there's no cap
All right.
on rate of fire as well.
Yeah, no cap on rate of fire. No drones.
Yep.
No flash and so. Okay, so no.
Unless you're doing video.
Right. Unless you're doing video. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow, dude, you have got this tightened up. This is so good. I love this thing.
Awesome.
Okay. Steel Arizona, join us. Yeah, but your idea of getting these guys to join like for the year with the park, that's spot on. That's fantastic. I hope more parks are going to jump onto this thing because that's a great way of doing this thing. Oh, dude, That is cool.
Yeah, man, this is like a great platform for a person like yourself to jump in and take part of long term. And I
Keep
know
on
your schedule
mentioning
is freaking bonkers, dude. It's nuts. I know it. I've seen it. It's ridiculous. But at the same
Okay.
time, like this is a great platform for yourself and others to take part in because again, it's recurring. And this is just the beginning. We're working with other field owners to do like quarterlies. Our Operation Defiance is going to be a culmination of all the fields together that are under the same Faction War banner to congregate. We have other things in the works. And so I think that this is kind of this is the impetus. This is the beginning and the launch of something that we all hope is different. Your doors are open.
This.
Doors are open.
Okay, you guys, go to newenglandmagfed.com. You'll check them out there. And on Facebook, where do we find you?
New England MagFed, I think is just like / any MagFed on Facebook. Yeah.
I got it. Cool. If they want to contact you guys directly, can they do that, or you want to do everything through here?
100%. Unless it's at 2 a.m, like Lee Williams said. Then if it is, then you can message Jeff, not me.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I will hand the phone to my wife.
And you don't want that to happen.
Okay.
But no, absolutely, please. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, joking aside, you want to know anything about Faction War, rule sets, the dynamics. I know there's people that want to know the nitty gritty. Some people want to know where we're going, where we're headed, our stages of development. Like I said, we're transparent with everything. You guys need to know this stuff too, because this is
so
helping
cool.
you. This is for you guys.
Dude, congratulations on this. Congratulations. All right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Did we leave anything out?
Probably.
I ran out of questions because it's like you've answered basically everything. So
those were great questions, man. Those were awesome. Yeah. What do you
thanks.
think? Is there anything that we need to add? I feel like David's not wrong. I was talking for forever. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
No?
Yeah.
All right. So I want you guys to tag me in your stuff if you want to, if I can help you promote
For sure.
it. Please.
Yeah.
I'm there for you guys, whatever, and let's do it.
Sweet.
Okay, cool.
And if you want to come out and play some winter ball, you're more than welcome.
Well, actually, I've played in the snow one time in Oregon, but not like real snow. It was like, not deep, whatever. I mean,
Oh,
like,
no, we have real snow.
yeah, real snow. Exactly.
Yeah.
And actually, I played one time in Canada during the summer in it was on the West Coast. And because I'm sponsored by GI, they had like some boxes. It's called Frostbite. And Frostbite is their winter paint. And I said, can you explain what this? I'm from California. We have no winter and everything's the same. It's like Groundhog Day. So what does that mean? And they said it was a kind of a heavier paint because of that. And I'm like, so they let me use it in the summer. And I was killing people. It's not fair. It's because the ball was heavier and it was like, like this. It was great. It was super accurate. So are you guys doing the same thing when you guys are in the winter you have a winter blend?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we use Frostbite too. It's great in the wintertime, man. It's awesome. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, we use there's a number of winter blends that we've come across that are really good. And most of them, like you said, are heavier rounds. MagFed players like them for sure. We definitely transition over though, just to be safe in the summertime, because again, they are a little bit of a more dense round. So we pull those off of, like walk-on games and such. But once wintertime hits, especially MagFed players with those heavy hitting bolts, dude. We got we got to use something with a little more heft.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah.
White clam chowder or red clam chowder?
Oh, white.
All day.
White.
All day.
We don't talk about that red stuff.
That doesn't exist in New England. You want that accent to come out?
Exactly,
you want that accent you were talking about earlier to come out? That's how you do
it.
Exactly.
I grew up on both because we have everything here in California, whatever. And there was one was called Manhattan clam chowder and one was called New England. But I like New England. I like the white, like the roux or whatever they make it. And it's really thick and just amazing. Yes. Right? Why would they even call Manhattan clam chowder? Is it even clam chowder? It's not, right?
It's soup. Yeah. It's soup. Yeah.
It's soup. You guys have the like this, right?
It's clam soup.
It's clam soup.
Yeah, clam soup. Exactly.
Yeah. When you come out and visit, we'll make sure that you know the difference between the two. Absolutely, man.
I will definitely try it. Okay, you guys, I'm going to put you in the green room. We're going to say goodbye to everybody. And but we've covered all the bases, you think? If not,
I think so. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Come back on for another show and we'll do it again. I don't care.
Anytime. We appreciate you having us on in the first place. And yeah, again, if you guys have questions or anything, doors are open and hopefully we see you in your neck of the woods soon.
Okay, cool. Hold on one second. I'll see you in the green room. Hold on one second. Is that cool or what? Here, you guys get this. Look at that. Yeah. You heard it from the guys, right? Transparency. That's my key. Transparency, right? I am the same way on my show as I'm on the field, as wherever. I'm the same guy. There's just me. Okay. Transparency. That's the biggest thing. Paintballers. I always tell people this. I always tell when I'm talking about you guys, salt of the earth, 9 to 5, blue collar, whatever. Majority of our paintballers are made up of that. And you guys are not stupid. You can see right through bullshit. And people that are, again, in the sport for whatever their reasons are, that you guys see right through it. You guys see that they buy their likes or their followers, or that if someone has 30,000 followers and no one shows up to the game when they're there, when the people put them on the poster, I tell the park, don't do that. You're wasting your money. Put all that money back to the players. Don't spend this money on these celebrities and stuff. Anyway, that's that with that. All right, I got some more shows coming up. I'm going to again be in Chicago, with the Bears in Chicago. I'm going to be in Chicago this weekend. Really looking forward to it. I hope you guys are going to be there. If you do come out, let's do some pistol challenges. I got some patches to give away. Try the Reaper sandwich. It's just going to be amazing. So that'll be this weekend. And again, next week, whatever. Hit me up. You want to do some shows? Anything you want to promote? You want to promote Girl Scout cookies? I don't give a fuck. Let's do it. Let's promote. All right, you guys. Be safe, and I'll shoot you soon. Bye.